Hello everyone, welcome to this week's episode of
I'm stuck in a podcast!
My name's Kai.
And my name is Fraser.
Oh, is it?
Oh yes, it is.
Look at you.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
Do you know what? This week, I feel like it's going to be a nice chill week.
Should we start off the chill with some really cool?
I've got a drink here with some ice in.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah?
Go on then, what about you? What's cool with you?
Right, so I was asleep today, yeah?
Uh-huh.
And Coda woke me up at like 7.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, maybe he needs to go for a poo.
Is that it?
No. And I saw this thing on the floor that looks like a really, really long poo.
Oh no.
And I'm thinking, what the fuck is that? Because it's just kind of like laid across the floor. It's in my hands at the moment. It's not a poo.
Okay, good.
And I bought him this toy in Tesco a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which was like I think it was like a sloth mixed with an owl. And it had like 2 long legs that are like ropes. And
Alright.
had little feet on the end of them as well that was like plush as well.
Yeah.
I think it cost me like a £5, so it wasn't like
Not
best
bad.
quality, but it was alright. And he has very quickly learned how to pull the feet off. I got back home and one of the feet was off within like 10 minutes.
Oh no.
And last night, whilst we were both sleeping, I guess he woke up at some point and pulled the leg off of the toy, and it's just a long piece of rope, and in the pitch black, it looks like he's had a shit on the floor, and I'm thinking, oh no. And like I'm like stepping over it to like try and avoid it, and then like I open the door and just the light comes through. Obviously, it's like, oh, it's just a rope.
That's brilliant. Surely the fact that there was no smell, that would have also told you.
Yeah, I suppose, but you know, it could have been like a really old one. You know, I don't really wake up in my sleep that often.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like he could have had it at like 3 a.m, and I wouldn't have realised.
Ugh. That's
Actually,
horrible. Nah, surely your room would have
realised.
just reeked of dog poo.
Yeah, he's done it before, like when he was younger, and it's not a nice smell.
It's not.
And I'm sure that was a lovely topic to start off with. Our viewers have just dropped from like what 100 to like 2 maybe.
Yeah, thanks. All of our listeners are gone now. I'll tell you what, let's try and bring him back. Hi, you've got a pretty big booking tomorrow, haven't you?
I got a book.
You got a book?
Yeah, I have got a really good booking actually. Are you ready?
And by the time this comes out, it would have been in the past, so it's probably already out, so you can go and listen to it now. Go on then, Kai. I'm ready.
Listen to it. I've got a booking for going to eat some breakfast tomorrow.
Oh, shut up, Kai. Tell you what, let's go for the real thing, and then you can tell us about your breakfast. What's going on tomorrow, or yesterday by the time this comes out, at 5 p.m, live on this YouTube channel?
And Facebook and Twitter. I think it's live on everything, to be honest. Live
across all social platforms. What are you doing, Kai?
So, if you know me, you know who my favourite band are. My favourite band's Alice Cooper.
I thought it was Owl City.
Oh, I love it when they say about fly. But no, Alice Cooper, one of his guitarists, Ryan Roxy, has just started a podcast up a while back. And he's very kindly come over and sent me a message and invited me on, which is pretty mental.
That's a pretty big booking.
Yeah, like, I don't really know why, but he has. And
are you going on by yourself, or is there going to be other people as well?
So it's me to start off with.
Yeah.
The episode's generally around me. He's just sent me an email at midday today, saying it's a different type of show tomorrow, as we're usually promoting an artist with new album release or whatever, but you're different because you've managed to build up a huge following with your YouTube channel, and that's quite impressive for all of us, especially the old schoolers. And he says, to start off with, I'd like to talk about the early days of your channel, so from 2015 onwards.
I thought he was gonna talk about
I'm
like
not
your.
going for the original. I'm not going for the original.
I started off on YouTube doing things on Chobots or whatever it was called.
Yep. Good fun that, wasn't it? And he says what you did and how you built it up to what it is today. And he said, also want to talk about you growing up in Sick Things, which is a Alice Cooper like group, I guess, of people.
Yeah.
And it's like the group that me, my mum, and everyone that we go and see concerts with.
Is it like a touring fan club in a way?
Yeah, within reason.
Yeah.
But like Sick Things is like a news site as well.
Okay.
And it's also an Alice song, so I think that's where they got the name from.
Right. Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to invite the guy that owns the site, who's Sai. He's going to come on for a bit.
Oh, that's cool.
And then my mum's partner is going to come on as well for a little bit too.
Oh, that's cool.
And we're going to go through the similarities and the differences of both generations.
That'll be a pretty interesting topic to talk about.
Yeah. So I think it'll be quite nice.
It'll be good to hear it from like older people as well as yourself representing the younger generation, because we could probably go like, oh, they just think of the war and things like that, whereas in reality they probably don't.
Yeah.
Well, we know they don't, but
but he literally said as well, like, he wants people to understand that the new like break of Rockstar is actually a YouTuber nowadays, which is quite weird to think, you know, like before
it's true, isn't
around,
it?
everyone wanted to be a musician, and now that the internet's around, everyone wants to be a YouTuber.
Yeah,
you know.
And now you're kind of like incorporating the best of both worlds. You've got your channel, and I remember mentioning like a couple of weeks back saying, I reckon we should start pushing music on your channel now, because you've got your following now. This is your dream. It's kind of time to merge it together and start pushing you up. And you've got the groundwork on both sides. You've got years of experience playing guitar and also some other instruments as well. Like you play keyboard briefly as well.
And drums.
And drums, and you've got experience as well. Well, I'd say you've got experience as well. Yeah, I guess it is. You've got your platform, and you've grown that. You know how to push things on YouTube. You literally just need to make them have a baby, and then bloody hell, you're a superstar. You know it.
Yeah, well, I've got contacts as well, obviously, so that's always a good sign too. And also, I guess he says that like they're promoting artists with new album releases and stuff as well. The guys that I'm with at the moment, we're working on new music which is going to come out next year, so that'll be good as well. So I can mention that, and that's like an easy way in, and when it's done maybe we'll be back on it.
100%. I reckon this is going to be a massive opportunity for you in the group.
Hell yeah.
So
I'm looking
if you didn't listen to it live, which would have been yesterday by the time this goes out, have a search. It's on Ryan Roxy's channel, isn't it? It's not called
yeah.
It's not called the podcast name as the YouTube channel.
No, it's on Ryan's channel.
So search for Ryan Roxy on YouTube. He's doing his podcast, In the Trenches. And I think, well, Kai said it's on Facebook as well. I guess search for Ryan Roxy on there as well. Whatever your favourite platform is, give it a watch and tweet Kai. Let him know what you thought of it, because this is a pretty big deal. So go be there. Support Kai right now.
Oh, thank you so much.
How do you feel about it, though? Like, that's pretty surreal.
It's a bit of a like weird thing to think, you know.
Yeah.
Like obviously, I've had contact with like Ryan and Tommy before a lot. And everyone else in the band. So it's quite weird to go from like talking generally at a concert to talking through a podcast, I guess.
Yeah.
And talking just in general for once, rather than like actually just being somewhere.
It's kind of taken your relationship between them from general to reactive. So, like, he's embracing you as part of his life now, and he's integrating you in something that he does with his status. So, to have you now going into part of his professional life as well as his talking life and merging the two together, that's really cool.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how it goes, and I'm gonna hopefully not fuck up.
I know you'll do fantastic.
I'm quite confident on camera, I think, which is weird.
For sure.
Like I'm much more confident on camera, I think. But I guess it's kind of creeping into real life more now, my confidence. So I think that's a good thing.
Well, and you had experience doing 56 episodes of Help I'm Stuck in a Podcast. Takeaway 2, actually. 54 episodes.
I need to do a little bit of a clean of my room, I think, today, because it's tiny bit messy.
Oh, you're gonna be on. Oh yeah, you're gonna be on video as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like a bit of dust. My desk background behind me is a bit scuffed at the moment.
You're gonna have to put Coda somewhere as well and get him shut up.
Nah, he'll be fine. He usually. I mean, he's not barking now, you know.
Let's see if he barks later on in this episode. You know, I'll put this at the end of the notes. Did Coda bark this episode? The ultimate test. We shall find out in 30 minutes.
But yeah, looking forward to it. We'll do a little recap of it next week, I suppose. Just going over like the cool things that happened and you know how I died during it and whatever else.
Yeah, that'll be a pretty eventful moment.
But otherwise, guess what, Fraser?
What?
It's your birthday next week!
Yay! This is so weird. I know we talked about this last week as well, but like it's weird now that it's next week. And then when it comes round to recording next week, the episode goes out the day before my birthday, so they're going to be like, oh, it's your birthday tomorrow, and I'm just going to be like, what the fuck?
It's weird, isn't it? This year's gone quick, but for the wrong reasons.
I don't want my birthday. It doesn't feel like it should be my birthday.
We just can't. Can we just make? I don't know. Can we change the calendar? Like once there's like a vaccine and everything kind of goes back to normal a little bit more, you know. Can we then change it so that 2020 just is a new year?
Can we revert to last checkpoint on 2020, but everyone takes proactive measures literally on January the 1st?
What? Can we just skip 2020 completely?
I think we should just go back. I think, you know, it would then allow everybody to restart. You haven't aged at all. Anyone that's passed away is back. If we go back to the start of 2020, revert to last checkpoint, everyone takes proactive measures immediately. So China immediately goes into lockdown, immediately starts when face coverings and social distancing, and people don't travel to and from China, as well as, there was a couple of people that left China at that point in time. So maybe like the guy who went to France, he doesn't go to France anymore, he just stays in China. Things like that. If they did that, then we wouldn't be in this position.
Yeah. So
I think we should use our once-in-a-lifetime revert to last checkpoint.
Yeah. I think that's like the one time we need it, really.
2020 gets completely redone. It actually can be the year that people made it out to be like, oh, I'm going to make this decade the best decade ever. Yeah, New Year's Eve, that's a good shout. New Year's Eve was a good thing.
What happens is, instead of it saying 2020, like, you get the countdown going down, and it goes from 2019 to 2021. How about that? That sound nice?
What, so instead you have a skip?
Yeah, just skip the entire year, because, you know, nothing can happen if you skipped it. Because, you know, the first couple of days of 2020, Trump and Iran almost had a war.
God, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. There was the Australian wildfires.
Something else happened. I can't remember what it was. Something else happened.
No, that's a very good point. It was a pretty bad start to the year.
Yeah,
I agree. Let's go to 2021. It just didn't happen.
Sorry, Fraser. Your birthday's like just gone.
That's all right. Revert to last checkpoint. Goes to 2021. And I guess technically everyone's born a year later than they are. So I'll be born in 1998 to make up for it. So I'm still 23.
2000.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I mean, yeah, you're a 2000 baby.
Can I keep 1999 and just be a year older?
But then you just lose a year of your life.
I already have you seen this year?
Do you know what? Fair enough. You lose a year without the pain. Sure, let's do it.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I already have you seen this shit? Oh, that's a good thing.
But anyway, it's your birthday. Have you got anything planned? Have you got anything nice you reckon you're gonna get?
Fair enough. There's nothing I really want. There's nothing. I don't think it's a good time to do anything. Like, I'd love to meet up with a couple of friends, even if it was socially distanced. But now that everything is going back up, I really don't think it's a good time. So I'm just going to write that off. I would like to hope and think, now that there's new measures in place for people socially distancing and not meet up in groups of more than 6, I'd like to hope that restaurants and stuff stay open. Because, like, even though people are saying, oh yeah, restaurants have been the biggest cause of the whole eat out to help out and all of that, I'd like to at least do something to mark the birthday. You know, I
You
just
know
got out for
what?
a meal with my
I
family.
don't think restaurants have been that bad, to be honest.
Well-
I've been to a few, and they've all been social distance still.
Oh, yeah, no,
tables have been
100%.
anywhere near each other. They're being cleaned constantly.
The restaurants are like themselves are fantastic, but it's just
Yeah.
everyone going out more because they're saying now there was a graph that was posted somewhere on Twitter that they're saying now that there is now more people attending restaurants than this time last year without COVID.
Yeah.
So that they're saying that the amount of people going out, like they're saying the transmission's happening in the streets, not necessarily in the restaurants. But because there's so many people, it was like when I went out on the bank holiday Monday that just went.
And you said there was loads of people.
Oh my god, there was loads of people. You wouldn't believe it. It was so hard to get past people. It just felt like it was a normal day.
Yeah.
It's definitely happening in the streets. So, I'd like to think hopefully restaurants will still be open by the time it's my birthday next week. But if they're not, then I've literally got nothing to mark my birthday, and I have my birthday in lockdown.
I think there's like an issue with schools as well, to be honest, because it seems like everything's kind of crept up since schools have opened again as well.
100%.
Obviously, that's just a general, like, it might not be at all, but I know that 3 schools here within a day shut because of
Well,
cases.
it adds up. They're saying young people are the biggest transmitters. They said, young people are breaking all the rules and everything, when actually they're the ones abiding by the rules. But they are the most transmitting group, the age group. So it doesn't make sense to send people back to colleges, unis, and school and all of that.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, if you look at the cases, the spikes kind of come again from late August, beginning of September. Yeah. In Scotland, schools go back a couple weeks before the end of August.
Yep.
Adds up. There's new spikes in September where schools have gone back, and colleges and universities and stuff as well. So it all adds up as well. And I mean, they're still getting the blame. So,
and even if like adults are shielding and stuff, like parents staying at home but kids still going to school, that doesn't really protect them, because if the kids are going to be transmitters, not necessarily directly affected, not necessarily going to be maybe have their life unfortunately taken away, they might then pass it on to their parents. So it doesn't make sense. It makes everybody at risk if you've got a kid and going in education and all of that. So anyway, that's the whole coronavirus thing. We're going to go past that now because coronavirus is shit. I'd like to think hopefully restaurants will still stay open. So I'd like to
I reckon they will. I don't know. I don't see it shutting again. Maybe like the odd restaurant will shut if they feel like they have to, but
it's just we've now surpassed the point where we went into lockdown last time. We went into lockdown with 900 cases on the 23rd of March. I think it was 600 odd cases on the 22nd and 1,000 odd cases on the 24th. Last 2 days, I don't know stats for today, we've had 3,000 cases each day.
It's been 3,300 today.
So, yeah, the way it's going, we're going to have a bigger peak than April. So, I'd like to hope it stays open, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it got shut. Just want to at least mark it.
Like, adding to that as well, they have said that there are a lot more testing facilities now than there were back when lockdown started and whatever else. So, I guess that adds up. I've been to a test centre. I haven't been tested, but I've been to one. Because one of my friends had to get a test to fly out to Dubai.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll take you. I know you don't have it because you've had one literally about a week ago and you didn't have it then, so I doubt you've got it now. Like, there's 3 or 4 test centres near me, whereas back in March there was one up near London.
Right.
So I think there are a lot more
That's
testing
a good expansion.
centres. So it makes sense that there's going to be more cases if more people are getting tested, but I don't know. It's all
anyway, moving on to some good news. Kai, you're now more famous than Kai Trump.
Yeah, take that, Trumper.
It's official. Trumper. It's official. So, do you know what, Kai? I'll let you explain it because it's your platform. What's gone and happened? Why are you more famous than Kai Trump?
So on famous birthdays, I got a profile on there. Go and boost me. Try and make me beat Kai Beckstrand. Don't know who that is.
Big famous boy.
Go make me beat them. They are currently 800 ahead of me in points. So let's go knock them out as well. But about a month or 2 ago, I was number 22nd, I think, and I saw Kai Trump on there. Yeah. And I saw Kai Trump on there, Kai Madison Trump. And I was like, oh, wait on a second. Clicked on her profile. She's the daughter of Donald Trump Jr. and the granddaughter of Donald Trump. And I'm thinking, nah, she can't be ahead of me. So I tweeted it out as a joke a few months ago, saying like, help me defeat Kai Madison Trump or something like that.
Defeat?
Yeah. And people really helped. And I got to like, I think I got to 15th and she was 16th. I was like, aha, take that, Kai Madison Trump. And then I kept going on about it and like kept saying like, help me defeat Kai Johnson and Kai Cranmore and Kai Montenegro and Kai Calhoun. And now I'm number 9th out of however many.
That's pretty good going.
And she's number 16th. So take that, Madison Trump Kai.
Well, there we go. You're now officially more popular than Kai Trump. And you know what? If Kai Trump ever looks herself up, she's going to be like, oh, that bloody Kai was best. I got to beat him now.
Look at him, he's got red hair.
I got my daddy as the president. Wait, is it daddy or granddaughter?
Granddaddy.
Oh. Granddaddy. I got my granddaddy as the president and he just plays the strum. Anyway. So yeah, GG on that.
Yeah, thank you. It's a
good
achievement, you know.
Yeah, that is a really good achievement. I mean, the profile itself on there, bloody cool. Beating Kai Trump, granddaughter of the President of the United States of America, pretty big achievement.
Yeah. You know what? I've just searched up Donald Trump. He's number 55th most popular.
Ever?
Yeah.
Wow,
that's not what I expected.
That's
I went on to the most popular, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who's number 1?
Jacob Sartorius?
No, he's number 4.
Oh, right. I remember he used to be the old one. Right, so there's 3 more. Charlie D'Amelio.
Yeah.
Number 1?
Yeah.
Oh! Well, fair
How did
play.
that happen?
Well, to be fair, she is, at the moment, the face of TikTok. So that makes sense.
True.
And do you know what? Going on to this whole TikTok thing, I know we hadn't got this planned. The number of creators now that are creating creator houses and influencer houses is crazy. Like, it's such a smart way to do it because you're forced into collaborating with each other. You get a massive fucking rich ass mansion for a 10th of the price because there's 10 of you going into the mansion.
Yep.
And they're all like bouncing off each other, giving themselves the collaboration, the cross collaboration, promoting each other because they're all always together, doing things as a group. That's such a smart move. There's so many houses now. Like Charlie D'Amelio is part of this whole hype house. I've seen this new one come up, which is full of British influencers called the Wave House. This is only just coming out, but it's got I think the only person I recognise at the moment in there is Kate Elizabeth, but again, she's not really on our side of YouTube.
I haven't got the Wave House. I searched it and it's taken me to booking.com for a place in Balil.
Wow, maybe that's where they went instead.
Where is Balil?
I think it's called the Wave House anyway.
Christ.
The Wave House. Yeah, it's called the Wave House.
Are you sure? Because currently I'm in Portugal.
Nah, it's not there.
It's got free Wi-Fi.
Oh, I want to join the Wave House.
Oh, should we see how much it is?
Go for it.
When do you want to go?
Tomorrow?
Oh god, that'll be expensive.
Oh, well, I'm desperate to go there now. You've picked it up.
Can we go next week? We'll go for your birthday.
Can we leave on the Wednesday next week and then come back on the Wednesday the week after?
Yeah. So
okay, cool. Yeah, sounds good.
23rd
to the 30th.
Okay, 2 adults, 1 room. Lovely. Check availability. It's not available until October 27th of September to the 1st of October.
Alright, we'll do that instead then. I can accommodate for that.
£814.
Oh my god! For 4 nights?
Yeah.
Well, that's 3 nights, isn't it? Like 27. Oh no, that's 4 nights, yeah. Gosh.
No, 3.
What?
27, 28, 29. Oh no, 4.
And the night of the 30th. Yeah. 4 nights.
Do you know what?
Anyway, yeah, it's crazy how
it can fit 6 people. So if we had 6 people, that wouldn't be as expensive.
There we go. So we could do me, you. We can ask good old Mini Mooka if he wants to get involved. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Let's get Jack in. I'm sure he wouldn't mind moving from his house
Becky
where he currently is. Oh yeah, Becky too. So that's 5 of us. 1 more. Who's the 6th person gonna be?
We'll do a giveaway.
1 random person.
Yep.
Random giveaway on the internet. Giving away a bed at this house for 4 nights only.
And you gotta pay for yourself.
That's not really a giveaway, is it? You're just freeing up the slot for them.
Yeah, it's a giveaway. They get to spend their day with us.
What an achievement, eh?
Sounds so scummy, doesn't it?
Oh, dear.
You know what, though? I'm going to share a screen with you quickly and show you this place, because it actually looks really nice.
Okay, and while Kai does that, yeah, it's crazy how these houses are all kicking off. Like, there's so many of them now. Oh my god, Kai's actually showing me a really nice house right now. Imagine, like, it's kind of got plain walls, plain decor, but it's got really modern furniture. It's like there's a kitchen table, there's a floating desk area. It's got white stools. There's crumpets there as well. It's got a really modern kitchen, actually. There's a few appliances which we could do with updating, but they're all integrated in a very modern way. God, it's got views and a half. It's got a really nice balcony with complete glass surroundings.
It's got a pool, look down there.
Yeah, that actually looks really nice.
Alright, no, that's the neighbours. Never mind. Skip forward a few photos. Nice beds.
The bedrooms look really clean.
You've got like a child's playpen up there.
It's literally a walkway up in the roof or something. Anyway, It looks like a really nice place, and to be honest, I'll probably go there.
Bath, even though that is a shower.
The shower's really modern as well. Imagine one of those like ones where it's in line with the bathroom floor, and then it just dips to drain. Yeah, it looks so cool.
The Wave House.
Yeah.
Wave House, if you're watching and listening, we'd like to go if you would like to pay for us. Thank you.
I think we should make a new house, seeing as all of these people are kicking off with all of their fancy wave hype houses. I think we should call it Should we just call it Stuck House?
Stuck House.
Stuck House. Yeah, let's do that.
Can't ever get out.
Stuck House. Once you're in, that's it. You're committed to the mortgage for life. Yeah, let's do that. Stuck House. Coming soon. Featuring all your favourite creators.
Why not? Where are we going, though? We have to go somewhere nice.
Scarborough.
Where?
Scarborough.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, let's go there.
It's north, isn't it?
Yeah, northeast.
Yeah,
I believe.
It's up there. Yeah.
Nothing really there. But let's go Scarborough. It's got a
really nice beach.
Yeah, that's the main giveaway.
Yeah. I've zoomed in. There's a Tika Tika Indian restaurant.
Sold! Let's move into the apartment above that.
I have really bad experiences with Indian restaurants because of you.
But do you know what? What do you mean because of me?
You know what happened.
Are you on about where I said, we should order rice as well, and then you went, no, it comes with rice, and then it didn't come with rice, so you had to go back to the shop to buy 3 pots of rice, and that's it?
Yeah, and the guy was just, like, staring at me. And you
and Piper
were just standing outside. No.
I said we need to get rice, and you and Piper were like, yeah, it don't come with rice. No, it does come with rice. And I was like, no, it doesn't. And then we didn't get rice.
You could have come in the shop with me.
I was not showing my face. That was not my embarrassment.
You're not ever going back.
That was my I told you so moment.
Then why did Piper stay outside too?
Piper was very nervous.
So was I. You should have seen the looks that he was giving me. He was like just staring for like 20 minutes while they cooked some rice.
Guy with red hair in my shop just wanting rice and that's it. 3 tubs of it.
Yeah, I went in there and the lady was like, you just want rice? And I was like...
To be fair...
Yeah?
Go to Street View outside of Tika Tika and tell me that does not look nice. Because it looks really nice.
What, in
It looks very professional. In Scarborough.
Where is it?
There you go, guys. So everyone move to Scarborough with us, okay? We're going to have Stuck House up there. Above Tika Tika.
Can we just buy Tika Tika?
What, and call it Stucka Stucka? We only sell sticky rice.
You know what? Go around the side of the building on Street View, yeah?
Oh dear, what are we doing? Nobody can see this.
There's 2 people sat out there.
There's 2 people sat around this. That's us! That's us in the future! There's a guy sitting on which looks like a beer keg, and the other one's standing on sitting on these stairs. That's going to be us in the future once we bought Stuck House.
Oh bloody hell!
This is it. It's official. Here you go. Everyone go to Google Maps and find Tika Tika on in Scarborough on Street View.
If you live there, go take a picture outside of it as well, and
maybe meet the owners and say, "Yep, not for much longer." Moving swiftly on. Talking of going to places and seeing people, you're going to be seeing your mum again.
What, in Scarborough?
No, not in Scarborough. Well, it might be. Are you going to Scarborough? What are you doing?
No. When?
I don't know. When you seen your mum?
I'm seeing her on Wednesday and Thursday.
What are you going to get up to?
Not a clue. I asked her this yesterday, and she said, not too sure, actually. But she's coming down, because obviously she's been a bit unwell, and
Is she fully recovered now?
I don't think she'll ever be fully recovered.
Right.
Like she's lost her. She's not so good on her short-sighted sight, so she might need reading glasses.
Was she short-sighted before she got ill?
No.
Or... Okay, so because of the illness, she's got short-sightedness.
Yeah, so she's gonna get that
sad.
checked. Yeah, so she's okay to like travel and whatever else still. So
yeah,
she's gonna come down. She's driving, and gonna spend some time here on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah,
and then she's gonna go see my brother in Brighton after that. For a couple of days, and then she's going to drive back home on Saturday. So
that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a nice excuse for her to come and see us whilst she's got time off work, obviously.
Yeah. Very good.
Aye.
Be a nice opportunity to go and see her as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hopefully the weather sticks out.
Well, this week is so far meant to be quite a nice week, actually. It's 28 degrees tomorrow.
It is.
I
think it's 28 degrees for me tomorrow as well.
Yep.
The sun has actually come back to make its final appearance before we finally go into the month of October. I'm well happy about that.
Yeah.
This is what we needed. Yeah, I've got... Yeah. It says 28 at the moment. Currently going down is 27. And then tomorrow it says highs... Oh, actually it's changed now. It says highs of 24. But still, 24 is a lot better than the 16, 17 it's been at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, I just saw my update in real time. It just changed Thursday's weather.
Oh, nice.
Interesting. Oh no, sorry, it changed Friday's weather. Weird. For me right now, apparently it's 25. Tomorrow though, 28. Very nice.
Very lovely.
So I will be spending as much time off of the computer this week as I can. Because guess what I'm doing tomorrow, Fraser?
What you doing?
Getting breakfast in the morning!
Oh no, I thought I'd successfully avoided that one. Go on then, tell us about your breakfast.
There's not much to talk about, really. One of my friends just got back from Dubai.
Was that the same one who had the test?
Yeah. And they've had to be in self-isolation here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that has just ended yesterday. So I said, hey guys, why don't we all go to get some breakfast in the morning? Be quite nice.
You gotta wake up for it first.
I'll wake up.
You didn't wake up this morning!
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't wake up today. You know what? I even went to sleep like earlier than I usually do.
Wow.
So I don't know why I didn't wake up.
Do you know what? I think last night was just odd. I really struggled to sleep last night.
Yeah?
I went to bed, like, I knew I had the day off today anyway, but I was like, right, do you know what? I'm actually going to get a nice night tonight. I went to bed at midnight, and I actually turned off my phone at half midnight. So on a normal day, if I were to have slept shortly after that and woke up at about 10:30, 11:15 as I normally do without an alarm, I would have had 10 hours worth of sleep. Mm-hmm. I couldn't sleep until 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. It was a horrible night last night.
I had to think about that for a sec.
I was led there in bed for 4 or 5 hours.
I think I was asleep at 2. Which is early for me.
That's not too bad for you, is it?
Yeah. But then I woke up at 2.
Yeah, that was the consequence. And we missed the recording slot.
I say that. I woke up on and off today. You know, I was awake at 7 because of Coda. I stayed awake probably till about 9.
Yep.
And then I went back to sleep. Yep. You know what though, Fraser?
What?
You've got a story quickly. About something 10 years ago today.
Yeah, see, I was just about to move on to this and say I feel so fucking old, kind of tying in with the whole birthday thing. But I feel very old in a different way now because I don't think I got it for my. Did I get it for my 13th birthday? I think I got it for my 13th birthday. I can't remember. But 10 years ago today, a game called Halo Reach was released. Now, this makes me feel extremely old in the fact that I remember counting down the days to go for it in school. And, like, every morning, me and a friend and all the other friend group that were excited for it, but me and a friend, we would, like, talk about it in the morning. It's like, oh, what do you reckon it's going to be? I remember the beta was so cool. And like, I'd listen to this theme song because there was like this theme song for the beta, and it was like the thing which was hyping us up, and we'd listen to this in the mornings. And I still remember that now as if it was, well, not like it was yesterday, because I know it's fucking ages ago, but it doesn't feel like it was 10 years ago. It feels like it was like, let's go with 5. But still, I feel so old to know that it was released 10 years ago today. The day of recording is the 14th of September, 2020, and it was released on the 14th of September, 2010.
Yeah.
So
it makes you feel old, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes me feel so old, and I just can't believe it. And here I am now, still playing that game when I want to on the PC version, because they released it for PC last year. That was one of the games, like the entire Halo series, everyone was like going, oh my god, when's it coming to PC? When's it coming to PC? Please, when's it coming to PC? Because the original one, Halo Combat Evolved, that was originally on PC. Yeah. And I think Halo 2 was briefly on PC before they pulled it. But yeah, now the whole series is coming to PC. Yeah, I'm still playing it today. It is easily one of my favourite game franchises, and will probably stay that way, probably like forever, to be honest. It's one of those game series that I've always been able to resonate with. It was part of my childhood. It's got a fantastic storyline. The replayability now is probably a lot different compared to how it was back in the day, because I used to play like custom games and stuff with my friend group, whereas now I don't even talk to that friend group anymore. So the replayability's probably gone like way out the window, but it's still one of those games. It's one of those fantastic games that will live with me for the rest of my life.
Oh, that's sweet.
But on the topic of games, though, you've got your eyes on a game that's coming up at the moment. That's going to be pretty investable. Is what you're saying. What's coming out?
Right, so for anyone that wants to earn a bit of money or play a nice game as well, go and buy the new Mario 3D All Stars as a physical copy.
Okay.
I think it's $49.99, so it's still pretty expensive, to be fair.
Yeah, that's like A-listing game level.
Yeah, but it's 3 games in one, which is quite cool, to be fair. It's Super Mario 64.
Yep.
It's Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Galaxy, all on one Switch cartridge. Kind of like they did with Crash Bandicoot, I guess.
Yeah.
And Spyro. But it goes out on the 18th, I think, of this month.
18th of September.
Yep. And you can pre-order it, obviously, now. I've pre-ordered one on Amazon. Yep. But if you buy the physical copy, you could be really lucky, because both the physical and download copies are going to be completely gone from all marketplaces on the 31st of March 2021. Like, completely forever gone. So you can't get them after that date. So, I mean, it's still 6 months roughly, but it's like not ages, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, games like that, Switch games, well, we haven't seen any games go off a sale.
No.
So to have a game like that, like that's a big title. That's Mario. That's bloody Nintendo title. For them to have a limited time period on it, they really know what game they're playing here. They know it's going to set value on that game.
Yeah,
and desirability, and people are going to rush to get that.
So, for example, already on eBay, even though the game's not out yet, people are already putting copies up for £110 plus. So
that's crazy.
If that's now, think about what it could be like in 20 years or so.
That is super crazy.
I mean, I've worked in a shop, like I worked in my dad's shop where he's had like Nintendo 64 games before, and he's had like the original Mario games come in, for example, and they've been worth a couple hundred, for example.
Whenever someone mentions a Nintendo 64, I can't help but remember that old YouTube video where the kid opens up a Nintendo 64 on Christmas and goes, Nintendo 64! Oh my god! And they just scrabble at the box like, Nintendo 64! Iconic YouTube video.
That is an iconic YouTube video.
Every single time someone mentions a Nintendo 64, I just always remember it. It's part of the name now for me.
Yeah, it's stuck in your brain.
Forever. No, that's really good to know.
If you want to possibly earn a lot of money in the future, might be worth getting a copy or two. One for yourself and one just to sell in the future. Because as of March, I'm sure you'll see them go on sale and people will probably spend mad money on them.
Keep it sealed, though, if you're going to do that second one of keeping it for the future.
Yeah,
Keep it sealed. Never open it. Pristine
Sealed's
condition.
Always more valuable. It's like records as well, you know. Like, if you look back to, I don't know, say 50 years ago, Beatles released an album. I think that's fine to say, I think. Go back 50, 60 years ago when the Beatles released an album. If you had a certain copy of it, back then you wouldn't know it would be worth much, but now I've seen my dad obviously sells records, so he's got a book that shows like the price of these records and whatever else. Yep. He's had a few in before that have been worth a couple thousand. And the better the condition, the better the price.
Wow.
So if it's mint, then it'll be worth a lot.
Do you know what's weird as well? And I know this is going kind of off topic.
No, go on.
When you say 50 years ago, immediately my head jumps to 1950.
Yeah, me too.
Whereas that's 70 years ago now.
That's why I had to think.
That's so weird to get my head around. Because I thought, 1950, hold on a minute. 1950, 1940, that puts them back in the war. And I was like, wait, no. It's actually, he's on about 1960s, 1970 being 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah.
That's unreal. I bet people that were born in the 2000s don't have this problem. But being a 90s baby, maybe the early 2000s baby as well. But being a 90s baby, I always think that we were taught that 50 years ago when growing up was 1950. 60 years ago when the war happened, 1940. And now to have to adjust to 50, 60 years ago to our time scale, now actually being 1970 for 50. Oh, my brain can't comprehend it. Where does time go? I sound like a pensioner and I'm only 22.
I've just searched for a Beatles album, as an example. Hard Day's Night, original, 1964, first pressing, Yep. £2,500.
Oh my god.
Person that bought that probably bought it for like £1.
That's unreal.
In, however long ago. If
and
you
to
search
think the collectors buy that as well.
Mint condition. Yeah, they do because they think they're gonna get big money off of it.
Yeah.
So that's probably the best idea to do if you want to get the Mario game. Stay tuned.
Kai's gonna do it, and he's gonna sell it in 30 years.
I think I'm only gonna get one, to be honest. I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's opened, it's not worth. It's still worth a decent amount in the future. I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So, hey, and I think with that said, we are gonna end off.
Yeah, let's end off.
Cool. Thank you everyone for listening to this week's episode of I'm Stuck in a Podcast. Remember to follow us over on our social medias at Stuck in a Podcast, as well as our personal ones at Kairos Bests and at FraserIRL. Also same for pretty much everything else, to be honest. Like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
A lot.
Everything, yeah. So I don't really know what else you say here usually, so I'll give it to you.
That's pretty much it.
Oh.
Follow us on Spotify because we upload every single Wednesday. New episode coming out next week Wednesday, where I will once again remind you all that it will be my birthday tomorrow by the time that goes out.
Hell yeah!
So keep your eyes peeled for that, as well as recapping on the Apple event, which would have happened yesterday by the time this goes out. So maybe you can give us some of your opinions beforehand, and we could talk about them on the podcast.
Yes.
We could say, oh, well, this George guy thinks that the iPhone looks like a willy. Anyway, thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bitch.
Bitch.